Hey, what's up, everybody? Um, Probably not gonna be too long with this video, but it amazes me how the Democrats keep trying to race bait black people into this propaganda about like black people don't have a mind of their own. Understanding this, Democrats, I need y'all to understand this. Black people don't need y'all. We don't need the stuff that y'all keep trying to pander to us. Everything that y'all keep trying to do is to make government bigger. That's not what the black community needs. The black community needs government to get smaller. Stop, so we don't have to keep absorbing the cost of all of these payroll and all of this stuff y'all doing that we don't, are as taxpayers, we don't need to be paying for. The less government is better for the black community. We don't care about it. Y'all keep trying to race bait everybody into this stuff like as if we don't see the race bait. Y'all still keep coming up with the same old stuff. Oh, he's a racist. He's a racist. We know Trump isn't a racist. It's too much history with him in the black community, by far longer before he ever became president. We already know he's not a racist. So y'all, please say me that. And then to sit there and say that black people aren't smart enough or intelligent enough. Y'all, like I heard Al Sharpton talking about something. Oh, we gonna somebody saying to him about us supporting Trump because black people was wearing his shirts or buying that sneaker. First of all, they have a right to buy the shirt or wear whatever sneakers they want to wear. No one says that when black people have been buying Nike sneakers for years and Adidas sneakers for years before they were even contributing anything to the black community. We still was buying their sneakers. So you have a right to buy and purchase whatever you want. That don't mean anything. But to sit there and say that black people aren't smart enough and intelligent enough to not look at policies from both parties and not look at the conditions from both parties, that the only reason they will even consider vote for Trump is based on some shirts or some shoes. And you guys keep trying to spin this stuff like as if we're not paying that stuff no attention. We're looking at the conditions of our life. That's what everybody is looking at. They're looking at all of the cost of living now and the cost of living when Trump was in office. That is the denominator right there. The border being wide open right now, and the border was none of this stuff happening when Trump was in office. That's what the difference is. We can care less about all of the racial propaganda y'all keep putting out there. Yeah, y'all got away with it a while back. And then to sit there, now listen, all of that stuff that happened back then is a bad and it's sad stuff. But here's the thing, black people are a lot smarter than that. That's why a lot of black people are abandoning the Democratic Party. We are a lot smarter than that. We're not playing the race game no more. We are all Americans. And that's what we're pushing. We're all Americans. Stop trying to act like this keep hollering democracy when we know that this is a republic, a constitutional republic. A pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic. See my point? See how easy that is? Stop trying to spin your propaganda. We don't need that. Everything that I see with the Democratic Party is now has become destruction. How can you say you love life when you guys push abortion on a high scale? Abortion don't produce life. How can you guys say you want to protect life when you guys push homosexuality? Homosexuality does not produce life. How can you guys say that you guys are out here wants to protect life when you're the ones that keep trying to take away people's guns? Guns don't kill people. People kill people. But let me tell you something. Guns have by far more protected people from dying than they ever have from killing people. Why? Because if we didn't have weapons, other countries would come over here and cause destruction. If we didn't have weapons, our police officers wouldn't have the ability to fight off some crime when it comes down to that level of fight. So guns serve a better purpose, more good than they do harm. Because I can tell you right now, if someone's about to be robbed or something about to happen and that person has a gun, and most of the time they just pull the gun out and let the person see it, the threat of the gun saves their life. But y'all don't talk about that part. Y'all keep talking about like guns is out here with personalities and attitudes running around killing people. They don't do that. People kill people. And everything that's concerned that comes out of y'all party is always about destruction and not reproducing life. Homosexuals don't reproduce life. I don't care what people do with their sexual life in their bedroom. That's their business. But homosexuality does not reproduce life. So that's why I call it evil, because it doesn't produce life. If you want a future, you got to produce children. So if you want more children, or if you want children and you say children are the future, you got to make them. You got to actually make children. Homosexuals can't make children unless they go have intimate sex with the opposite sex. That's just the way it is. If you don't like it, oh well. Again, you can't say you're about the future if you so busy pushing abortion, which again gets rid of children, which again does not help the future. So, and you think everybody's on board with this? Nobody likes this stuff. It's a handful of people that think that something, mentally something's off with them and they with it. But the rest of us, no, we don't want that. And we're not talking about in every circumstances of abortion. We're talking about, I live in the hood, and I'm telling you, a lot of these abortions are the type of abortions y'all talking about. But y'all won't talk about that. Y'all will not talk about that. Y'all won't talk about the fact that one dude, I can't think of his name, but it was a story a while back where it was a black guy. He was aborting babies left and right. He's in prison right now for it. Where was he doing it at? Philadelphia, in the hood. So a lot of these abortions y'all keep talking about, y'all not really telling the whole truth. Because a lot of these abortions are not because people were raped. It's not because somebody took advantage of them. In some cases, there is. But most of these abortions, it's not that. I can tell you right now, and it's not that. I see why some of these women that go get abortions all the time, once, 2, 3 times. I guarantee you that if you took a DNA of the first child that was aborted, and then took a DNA of the second child that was aborted, and took a DNA of the third child that was aborted, you're probably going to find out that they're banging the same dude. And 3 times they had an abortion and said they was raped, but yet they still messing with and sleeping with the same dude. But y'all won't do that part, will y'all? It is what it is. Say what y'all want to say. It's Trump 2024 over here. And we're going to keep this train rolling. I like a lot of what I see Trump trying to do and what he's trying, what he's trying to save this country by a tyrannical government that is the ones that's actually being dictatorship is the Joe Biden and the Democrats right now. You guys have been dictating. You guys have been running this country like dictators. Y'all the ones who want to do all this shut down y'all cities and stuff like that. That's dictatorship. Y'all the ones that keep wanting to control how people live. That's dictatorship. The reason why everything is so expensive right now is because y'all want government to get big enough so they control the people. That's dictatorship. It has nothing to do with what Trump has did, because Trump was actually cutting all that out. Why? Because he understands that the smaller government gets, the better people live. Simple as that. The people live better when we have very little government. We don't need government being big, because that costs the people more money, because it requires more tax money and more raising taxes and all this other stuff to take care of all of that big government. You shrink government, people live better. It's as simple as that. I don't have to go into all of the details why. You shrink government, you shrink all of these payrolls and all this mess that they got going on in the government that you don't need. That money goes back into the taxpayer's pocket and they live better. You don't need government to tell you how to live. You need government to stay out of the way so you can live. That's my video. I'm not going to keep it too long, but that's just my opinion. Like it or not, it is what it is. Trump 2024. Have a blessed day. God bless you.